can't like live here and like go out to dinner with people, and they don't have people living with them that they can meet.
They also probably have like most of their friends like within their classes, since they can't like they don't have a dorm, they can like meet people in their dorm and stuff.
Most of my friends here have more than my classes, so it's gotta be about that.
Probably differs in like time management and stuff like that. Just like getting to class and like then once you're here, like you basically just like have to stay on campus. Probably like there's nowhere to go back to, so it's probably different in that aspect. So yeah.
I commute.
My name is John Armstrong, and I'm the Director of Off-Campus and Commuter Student Services at UConn.
I commute, so I don't have a meal plan, but I've been swept into the dining halls quite a few times, and I would say that the food there is very poor. It's not very pleasing. I don't know. It's not really good. But when I'm hungry, like, you don't really have a choice, and like even when I get to try to eat, like I can't because there's nothing to really eat. I guess it's not like in my favor to eat. So then my other choices would be buying food off campus, like downtown stores area, banchan, that stuff.
So I go to the dining hall every now and again. I have friends that swipe me in sometimes. Not every day, obviously, but like a couple times a week, maybe. The food there's not too bad. It's definitely not like my mom's cooking. That's okay.
I wake up 2.5 hours before class, since I have to get up and shower, pack my bags, eat breakfast, and then drive to school, which is almost an hour. And I have to park, take the shuttle down, and walk to my class.
So 3 days a week this semester I have an 8 a.m. So I get up around 6, and then 2 days a week I have a 9:30. So I get up at 7:30, and I just get ready really fast because I kind of just bum around for a little bit, and yeah.
And we have moved parking further to the periphery of campus for commuter students. The off-campus shuttle that was typically serviced by UConn is now serviced by an outside group, the WRTD. It's a public transit system. And internally, UConn has put more bus service towards those parking lots to get students to and from the parking lots into the core of campus.
I would go to class, and then I would go study, do homework, maybe buy a coffee with a friend, but that would only be like less than an hour. And I don't have a meal plan, so like I'd have to starve all day and then go home to eat while my friends are like, you know, just living on campus. I would say most of my time I dedicate to classes. Social engagement is very limited since all my friends have different schedules than me, and they're either in their dorms or I guess studying as well. I also have to like attend clubs and academic events, which just is more for school based. There's no really like social, it's not a social aspect in commuting really.
I spend a lot of time, most of my time is dedicated to classes. And I do have a little bit of a social life here, I guess. I get dinner with friends sometimes, or lunch after classes and stuff, but other than that, I typically go home after classes, so.
What we're learning in more face-to-face contact in more focus groups with this group is many of them don't want to get involved. Their primary focus is, I want to come to class, do what I have to do academically, I want to get back in my car and go home. So assumptions that we really want them to get involved or helping them find ways to get involved really have proven to us in conversations with students that their primary focus is coming to campus, going to class, going home, getting my degree, and moving on to get a job.
I guess it's more convenient for them since they're on campus, they have a meal plan as well, and they can wake up earlier for classes since a commuter has to wake up earlier. Yeah.
I think typically most people think that if you're commuting, you have less freedom, but I don't know, I feel like we have the same amount of freedom, and they also I think it's just honestly the same. They just don't have their parents here, and that they're around friends all the time, so it's not, I don't know, I just don't think it's that different.
I live on campus.
I live on campus.
I live on campus. I go to the dining halls a lot. I think it's like convenient and like helps save time because it'll be like right next to the dorm. But I like going to the Union a lot because I think the food options there are better.
I honestly don't think they're that bad. Like, I like how there's always a variety, so if you don't like one thing, there's always so many other options. I probably go there about like 3 times a day, unless I'm like going to see friends and I'm not actually like eating or going.
Yeah, I go there probably at least like twice a day, depending. Like sometimes we go to the Union to get like a variety of stuff because I kind of get sick of the dining hall food, but like it's still like pretty good most of the time.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad. There's a lot of options. It's good.
I usually get up like an hour to like an hour and a half, shower before my first class, eat breakfast. So yeah, that's usually like my routine.
Yeah, same with me.
I should get up like an hour before.
Yeah, like 45 minutes.
Yeah, if I want to get food, an hour. If I'm not, probably half an hour.
But it depends where you go. For example, like some people be more active, like some like section of the floor will be more active than other parts.
Honestly, my floor does not really talk. Like, we're not really friends with each other. It's kind of annoying.
My floor is actually really close. Like we all go out together, stuff like that, which is really nice.
Yeah, I live in a learning community, so we're all taking like the same classes, and it's really helpful. We're all really close. We do a lot of like